or Summit Township, Kurt Rudolph, and Chancellor Todd Emmons. I was trying to say Chancellor, and then I stumbled through the whole thing.
This has a nice ring to it.
It does have a nice ring to it. Yeah. The Chancellor was voted in, and here he is.
Supervisors are a dime a dozen. Chancellors, that's a little different.
Well, there are about 8 people that were running for that seat.
Actually, 2. Yeah. So it was neck and neck,
So we've got some exciting things happening in Summit Township. And recreation is one of them. You've got the Falling Waters Trail right there at Weatherwax Trailhead. It's in your township. And you've extended it to the end of Weatherwax to Horton.
Correct.
And then it stops.
Yep. Yeah, and then it stops. Yeah. So that's to start from the very beginning. A gentleman by the name of Richard Silcher approached us, and his family homestead is at the corner of Harding and Roosevelt, and that's where he was born and raised. And he has a total of 7 lots there. Three run along Horton, and there's 4 along Harding. And he approached the township to deed that property over to the township and create a park in honor of his parents.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
And then, Richard at one time, when he was a little younger, he was quite a biker. And of course, if anybody has been on Horton Road now between Weatherwax and going up to the Horton, South Jackson Road fork there, you're taking your life into your own hands trying to bike or walk that area, a lot of traffic. So he brought up the idea of, continuing the trail up along Horton Road and taking it up to the Bob's Knights area and around Horton Road all the way to Low Road, which goes to Jackson Baptist. It was Ridgeway when I went to it. I'm dating myself. But anyway, so he planted the seed for that.
Okay.
And now, we're still going to look at the park at some point in time, but our emphasis right now and the focus is on extending that trail.
Yeah.
And currently we have Ripstra and Scheppelman engineering the bid package and putting that together for us, and hopefully we'll have that soon.
That's nice. Kurt, tell us a little bit about what that will entail, kind of that new trail and kind of what goes into it.
Well, it'd be nice to have the trail link Weatherwax in that area and that whole trail system really into the city of Jackson and out to the Cascades. Link that into a shopping area, which would be nice. So it provides connectivity for the residents and really anyone in the community.
That little area, it is. I've always thought it could be a little walkable shopping area with Crimson Oak and then the plaza behind it, and that's starting to fill up a little bit again. Is that kind of the intention with that area?
Well, I don't know what the future holds. There's some land for sale there right now currently, but who knows what that might be eventually. But there is some opportunities. There's the old bank building there that's right across from Bob's.
Right.
There's the property right at the intersection of Badgley and Horton Road. We have the Crimson Oak that moved in there. That was a TV cable company.
It was some of the only cable ones.
And a furniture store before that.
And a gym after that.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, there was a Sinclair gas station up there.
I think it's found its forever home.
But there's some possibilities. There's another parcel for sale down Horton a little bit more towards that transfer station. And then of course we've got the Weatherwax corridor. We rezoned that and broke that up into smaller parcels, which has helped develop some interest.
Are there still parcels available for purchase?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's for sale signs all along.
Of course. I think most people know Southern Michigan Bank and Trust will be in on the corner of Weatherwax and Horton there, and they'll probably start in the fall, I think.
I haven't heard from Billy or John in a while, but I'm not sure when they're going to break ground. Apparently they have their office. I've not been to it, but down here in
they've got a couple down here.
200 building, I guess. So, in fact, maybe I'll stop there when I get out of here.
A lot of really recreation opportunities in Summit Township, and people might be surprised that there's a recreation master plan and a recreation committee. You guys are doing quite a bit of work on that.
Yes. I've been the chairman of the Recreation Planning Committee since it started. And we're going through, I think, maybe our 4th recreation plan.
Okay.
And so we're updating it. We had a meeting earlier this year, and Richard's plan for this path along Horton came up, and it was amazing the amount of community support we had at that meeting.
That's cool.
And so we're moving ahead.
That park sounds interesting down the line. What little area are you talking about? Is that behind like the C&J Pizza area, or is that
No. This trailer
other side?
Harding and Horton.
Okay.
The law offices building across and that.
Yes,
it's right directly across the street from that.
It's all woods, pretty much.
Well, it's a lot of trees in there.
Yeah.
Now this is where the house is, and he's going to pay to have that house razzed.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you know,
you don't even realize there's a house back
right.
there.
Right.
And you don't realize how much property is there. There's 7 lots.
Wow.
So I'm sure we would have to incorporate or get on board somebody that's, that is their trade, is to develop, parks like that, and you could have, probably things for children. You might incorporate some workout stations for people.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, but there's quite a bit of property there. I think it has a lot of potential.
I think Richard was inspired by the Betsy Butterfield Park
Yeah.
that most people
That's kind of what he's got
Right.
envisioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're right, though. That stretch, there are a lot of people that are on Horton Road to get to the trail.
A lot of residential
Yeah.
area, and I mean all the way back around the Jackson Baptist School and all that. It just opens it up to all those people.
Right, they changed the name of that, by the way. It's Jackson Christian School.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And how long has it been?
Can I just go back to Ridgeway?
Ridgeway, when did that change? Because I still remember it as Ridgeway.
I don't know. I was the first graduating class. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah, transferred from Sharp Park to Ridgeway for 6th grade, and came out of there as a graduate. Yeah. And on to Frost.
I'm telling you.
That's back when you went 7th and 8th, and then high school was 9th and all
Yeah.
that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Peg pants, heel plates, all that stuff.
Are there any new home starts in the township?
There are, but you caught me on that, and we have a report every township, monthly township meeting. There is, I wouldn't say we're flooded with them, but there is some
There's a few.
activity.
Yeah, there's a few for
I
sure.
think it's loosening up a little bit. I'm not sure where the market is on building material and that, but interest rates. There's so many things that factor into that.
Yeah. What's on the 4th of July holiday plans for you and your family?
What?
Yeah, that's a personal question I've asked you, Todd.
Maybe grill some hot dogs.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know. And by the way, the office will be open on Monday.
Okay.
July 3rd. It makes sense logistically to, are you kidding me, to be open Monday and then close Friday, whatever. But it's not an official holiday, and the township offices will be open for business.
Very good.
And we'll be there. So.
Very good.
How come there's always a couple of Michigan State police cars in your parking lot?
Isn't that ironic?
Isn't that funny? What are they doing in there?
Actually, there's a road patrol and also a commercial vehicle enforcement officer, and they both live in the area.
Okay.
And they just literally do not have the room to have their trooper vehicle, at their residence.
Okay.
So it's
Seems like a good place to park it.
I'm sorry?
It seems like a good place to park it.
Well, it looks like we're, some kind of Fort Knox or something.
Yeah, it
there,
looks like you
we
guys
got-
are running a
we got
speed
sheriff
trap out of
cars,
there.
We got state police. I mean, nobody
Yeah.
tried anything around there.
That's
I guess.
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like it.
People pulling on them nights might think twice about it.
Well, they used to think twice. Now they probably have to think 3 or 4 times.
What about you, Kurt? What's your holiday weekend?
Well, I've got my daughter and her family in from New York, so
Oh,
I'll
nice. Fun.
be spending time with them and the grandkids.
Nice.
Well, it'll be exciting. What's the timeline are you anticipating for this trail? And
It probably won't be any dirt move this year.
Okay.
By the time we get that package and get it out to bid and everything. So, you want any other little?
What else do you have?
Are we out of time?
No, I have
got
time
some
for one
others.
more. Here, let's
Yeah.
eat back in.
You see what you can make.
All right, I got a great one. Is that Summit Lane's building getting bought or what?
Actually, yeah, the old Summit Lanes property finally did sell.
Good.
Really?
Yep, yeah, which is good. It's going to be, it's a father and son's operation.
Okay.
They're out of, I think, Greenville, and they have several locations around the state. It's called the American Classic Construction and Supply, and they'll deal with private and contractors, and they specialize. They're kind of a niche, more fencing, decking, roofing, siding, that kind of thing. Not a full-blown like Lowe's or
Sure.
Home Depot or anything. We appointed a new deputy fire chief, Captain James Warner.
Nice.
Because of the retirement of Deputy Chief Scott Harvey, who'd been with the department for, I believe, I want to say 38 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so, Captain Warner is the new deputy fire chief, and because of that, everything moving up, we had to hire a new firefighter, and his name is Jack Reed. We went through quite an extensive interviewing process, had a lot of applicants for it. There was a written test and then a physical agility test, which I went down and witnessed down at the #1 fire station for the Jackson City Police. That's pretty grueling.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Well, thank you guys so much for being with us today.
Thank you for
Really
having us.
appreciate it. Kurt Rudolph and Chancellor Todd Emmons from Summit Township. More the morning show. Right
I
after
should have
this.
had a table though about up to here because
We'll be right back.